You are listening to the Profitable Content Creator Podcast. This is the place where content creators come to learn how to create profitable content that positions themselves as an authority and grows their online businesses. Get ready to take your content to a whole new level with your host, Kristen Poborsky.
Your business has a bottleneck, and it's a good chance it is you. Not because you're doing anything wrong, not because you're not working hard enough, but because every decision, every piece of content, every follow-up, every answer to every question, it runs through one brain, and it's yours. And that was fine when you were starting out. When you were the whole operations, it meant that everything went through you. But it doesn't make sense anymore because every time you step back, even for a day, things slow down or stop or fall apart. And you know it, so you don't end up stepping back. That's what a bottleneck looks like. I'm Kristen Poborsky, and I build AI business teams for coaches, consultants, and course creators. I've done a lot of AI business audits. The number one thing I find across every industry, every business size, every revenue level is the same pattern. Smart, capable, hardworking people who are the single point of failure in their own business. And I was one of them, and I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. So today I'm going to show you exactly what a business bottleneck looks like and how to know if you're one. Why this happens to the best people, not just the struggling ones. What actually changes when you have an AI team instead of AI tools, and the first move to fix it. And by the end of this, you're going to have a clear picture of where you are and exactly where to start. So here's the test I want you to take. Answer it honestly. If you took 2 weeks off, completely off, no checking in, no replies, no just this one thing, would your business keep running at the same level? If the answer is no, or I'm not sure, you're the bottleneck. Here's what that looks like day to day. You're the one who handles the content. Even when you have help, you're the one reviewing, editing, approving everything before it goes out. You're the one who follows up with the leads, the clients, the emails. It goes through you because nobody else knows what to say. You're the one who gets asked every question. Your team or your clients come to you for the answers that should already exist in a system somewhere else. You're the one who makes every decision, big ones and small ones, the ones that need you and the ones that don't really. I worked with a woman. She manages 4 stores in 4 locations, different staff, different systems. And when anything came up, whether it was about a return policy, product, an incident, they called her. Every routine question, every procedural gap, every what do I do when moment. She was a bottleneck, not because she wasn't doing her job, because the information lived in her head and nowhere else. I was the same bottleneck for my own team. I couldn't go on a vacation, or I would have to do the work in advance, scrambling and killing, just stressing myself out completely before I went on vacation to do 2 weeks of work before I left. Same problem. Everything had to go through me. Sound familiar? And here's the thing about being that bottleneck. It doesn't feel like a problem at first. It feels like being needed. It feels like being good at your job, until you realize that your business can't move faster than you personally can move. So why does this happen? And why does it happen to the smartest, most capable people? Here's the pattern I see in every business audit that I run. You're good at what you do, exceptionally good. And because you're good, it's always faster to do something yourself than to explain it to someone else. Trust me, I've been there. I catch myself. I still think that way, but I catch myself before I actually go down that road. So you do it yourself. Then you do it again and again. And over time, every process that should be documented in your business and delegated is still sitting here because you're the only one who does it the what we think is right way. It's not laziness. It's not poor leadership. It happens when you're running fast with no infrastructure. And I was that person myself. I can remember one vacation where I went with my family to Palm Springs. I spent the whole vacation. I ruined it for myself because I worked. So what I did when I came home was I built myself a system. And now that system has morphed into a set of agents that run my business while I'm gone. So the example is my content system. I film a video, it gets handed off. My assistant runs it through the agents. Now, I used to do it myself, but now I have an assistant doing that for me that are all built around my voice, my business brain, who my clients are, everything, right? So all I've got to do is spend 9 minutes or less filming a video each week. And all the time that it takes to do all of the repurposing into blog posts, into a podcast, into a email to my list, into YouTube videos, even into Instagram hooks, copy, reels, all done by my assistant. All I have to do is show up and do the filming. Everything else is done on the back end with her running my assistant. So now when I go on, before I go on vacation, I don't have to do all the work. All I have to do is film things, give it to her in advance, which I'm doing for next week, and the work will get done whether or not I am there. So the information here's a lesson. The information that exists in your head or only that someone else can't navigate is the same as information that doesn't exist. So all that stuff that I used to do on that vacation where it got ruined is now into a system, into a format my assistant can navigate. So what's the actual cause? What causes those kinds of bottlenecks? Number one, no documented systems. Everything lives in your head. Number two, no team, a human or an AI that can answer questions or run things without you. Number three, no infrastructure that runs when you're not there to run it. Most people have zero of these three things. Some may have one, but very few have all three. The ones that have all three, they're the ones that are scaling without burning out. So what does it actually look like to fix it? And this is where it gets really good. Most people are using AI as a tool. They open Claude, they type something in, they get something back, they close the tab. That's not a team. That's a fast calculator. It's faster, but it's not really giving you back the time that you really need. A team runs things without you. A tool, it has to wait for you to show up. And here's what it looks like when you have an actual AI team. Before, you record a video, spend 3 hours turning it into content. After, your content agent does it while you're all off doing something else with your life or spending time with your family, going on vacation. Before, a warm lead goes cold because nobody followed up. After, your follow-up agent sends the right message at the right time automatically. Before, your team, they would wait for you to answer a question before they can move. It's eating up a ton of your time every single morning. After, the knowledge-based agent, they can just go to that agent, ask their question, and it answers it instantly. This could be used for your courses as well. It's like being a coach on demand to help students when you're coaching or inside of your coach or courses. Before, you make every decision alone. You're with your blind spots unchecked. Trust me, I used to do this. Now, I run everything through my decision support agent that pushes back before I make a wrong decision or a wrong reply to someone. It helps me see clearer and make better decisions. So let me tell you about myself. I'm an AI business strategist. I help people build systems that take the manual work out of their business. And as I've shared here, a long time, every meeting I ran ended the same way. I'd walk away with a head full of notes, action items I promised to send, and a pile of recordings sitting there, unprocessed, unsummarized, quietly becoming tomorrow's problem. That was my most recent bottleneck. And in my business, doing the exact things I tell other people not to do. So I built the system I should have built years ago. So now when a meeting ends, I don't do anything. The recording, it triggers an agent. It processes it. A Google Doc shows up in my inbox with a link. If it's a client call, the email draft is already sitting there in my Outlook. 5 different call types, 5 different outputs, 0 manual steps. The bottleneck is gone. Plus, I have this whole entire draft I can take to my ops team person and make sure that everything that was on my plate gets done and completed in just minutes rather than days or hours. So when the meeting ends, the recap, it gets written, the doc saves itself, the email sends, I just have to open up my inbox. So what would you do if you could have 30 hours back every single week? Not what would be nice. What would you actually do? More clients, more offers, finally take a weekend, spend your afternoons in the summer doing things that you can do then, only then. So, you know you're the bottleneck. You know what it costs. How do you start fixing it so that you could use that time to do the things that you really want to do? So step 1 is you've got to start by seeing the picture clearly. You can't fix what you can't see. Most people don't actually know where their hours are going. Not really. They feel busy. They feel overwhelmed, but they don't have the data. You need a clear inventory of what runs through you, what shouldn't, and what would happen if it didn't. Step 2, give AI real jobs, not one-off tasks. Stop asking it to write one email. Start building an agent that handles the email category. Stop asking AI to summarize one meeting. Start building a meeting intelligence agent that processes every meeting automatically for you. The shift is from using AI when I remember to AI runs this whether or not I'm there or remember to do it. That's the difference between a tool and a team. So, step 3, start with the 3 jobs that buy you the most time. Content, decision, operations. Those are 3 categories that can eat most business owners alive. Build your first agents there and everything else will follow. And here's what I know from doing a lot of these audits. The problem is almost never what people think it is. They think they're behind because they need more clients, a better offer, more visibility. Almost always, the real bottleneck is the infrastructure. The business can't grow because you personally can't grow any faster. The fix is building the team that runs beside you. And right now, that team can be AI. So let's bring this all together for you. You're the bottleneck when every decision, every piece of content, every answer runs through you. And the business can't move without you in it. It happens to the best people because expertise naturally concentrates and it stops your growth, not because of your offer or your audience, but because you can't personally scale any faster. The fix is an AI team. Agents with real jobs that run whether or not you show up or remember to run them. So you went from, I think I might be the problem, to exactly here's what to do about it. And the fastest way to figure out for your specific business is the free AI team audit. It takes 2 minutes, 6 questions. It calculates your exact number, how many hours a week you're losing, and it shows you the 3 agents that will recover them. The link is right down below. It's going to give you your number and your plan. Your business, it's good. Your ideas are good. You just need a team that keeps up with you, whether or not you remember to run them.
You've been listening to the Profitable Content Creator Podcast, where content creators go to learn how to take their content creation to the next level. If you love the Profitable Content Creator Podcast, we'd love for you to subscribe, rate, and give us a review on iTunes. Until next time.